Hello, my name's Blossoms and welcome to another Genshin Impact video. And today we're going to be talking about my artifact experience and kind of what I've been doing since AR35 and what I would recommend for you guys who are still grinding, maybe not in the 30s, or maybe you are in the 30s and you're about to hit 35, and I kind of wanted to just give you a piece of advice. Now, when I hit AR35, I noticed that a lot of artifact domains opened up for me, which meant that, to me at least, that I could make a ton of builds to go ahead and show off to you guys, the viewers. So that's basically all I've been doing since AR35, and I'm AR39 now, almost AR40. And the thing is that I don't have that many builds complete. I'm very close on a lot of them, and I will be posting some build videos this week. However, I did want to talk about maybe you should just wait till AR40. The thing is, I've been ignoring talent domains, I've been ignoring weapon piece domains, you know, pretty much everything, every other domain, even the bosses, I've pretty much been ignoring unless I needed to level up a character. Then I would maybe sacrifice some resin for that. But other than that, I've been doing all my resin on pretty much artifact domains. And this is kind of the result, is that I've got a ton of different artifacts here, a bunch of varieties here that I'm really starting to gather, which is nice, which means my set bonuses are going to be very easy to complete, and I get a lot of fodder. It's also going to be easier to complete my builds in the future with the different variety I have. However, the cons here are definitely things like it uses too much resin. As I said, I still don't have a lot of builds complete, even though they're close, even though I've been solely pretty much using my resin on artifact domains, as well as the fact getting what you want is really hard. I've been searching for a singular piece on like 3 characters now, just to, you know, make the build like basically perfect, and I just can't get it. It's so very difficult to do, and I'm not even talking about substats, which come into play in a huge way in the future. So the thing is here, what I'm trying to say is that maybe grinding artifact domains when you hit AR35 like I did probably isn't the best idea, and I would recommend to wait till AR40, as when you hit AR40 you have a chance at getting 5 stars from those domains, and that's going to be replacing your gear in the future anyway, so I think that's probably just a better route to go overall. However, with that said, you might be asking, what am I supposed to do about artifacts until AR40 then? And I would recommend you look for these general sets that you can get from the weekly bosses or your daily bosses that you are getting your different mats for. Something like Gladiators, the Gladiator set. Now I know everybody's not as lucky as me and gets attack percentage on every single one of their Gladiator pieces. But if you do have some good Gladiator pieces, don't be afraid to level them up. The Gladiator set here is going to be able to just be slapped on a variety of characters and have them do a good job. Even if it's not the best build for them, if you have a full Gladiator set with solid stats, it's still going to make them just good all around and good enough to use in even high level content. And the thing is, some characters do want a 4-piece Gladiator set as their end game set bonus, so just having those leveled up is going to be nice overall. But maybe you're not like me, you're not getting lucky with your Gladiator set bonuses. What are some other gear pieces that you can go over? Well, majorly, I would think you could go after different set pieces like the Berserkers set. One thing to note here is if you get some nice substats and a nice stat on the Berserker set, like I got this nice crit rate piece that I decided to level up all the way, that's going to be helpful in the future whenever I'm trying to build somebody for crit rate, etc. But then there's also pieces like the Brave set. I would focus on different sets that have these nice little 2-piece sets of bonusing your attack at 18%. That overall is just going to be very valuable to your team when you're building them, as well as just foster future builds in the future. Say you have a 2-piece set bonus but you don't want the 4-piece set bonus. or you just don't have the artifacts for it. If you have these little 2-piece attack percentages, they're going to be able to just be slapped on your character until you do get the artifacts that you want. Other little set bonuses that I would recommend that you just get from the world so you don't have to farm domains are definitely things like the instructor set or things like the exile set. These are not bad sets by a long shot. They're very good, and I'm definitely going to be slapping on a few of these onto my endgame builds for future characters. However, I was looking to build more specific things, and that's why I've just been in the domains forever. But other than that, another really good set is also things like the martial artist set. That's going to be very good for your characters in the future. The 2-piece set is very strong. If you get like really good substats on one, I'd highly recommend leveling up. And that's kind of what I'm talking about, is looking at the substats of the 4 stars that you are getting. For those of you who don't know, I'm talking about these little stats right here, making sure that they're pretty good and that they're going to be able to foster a good build in the future. Those are the kind of pieces that you really want to level up. And I would recommend at AR 35, instead of doing the artifact domains, you're going to be better off farming Mora and or talent books or just weapon mats, basically whatever you need, stock up. That is going to be huge in the future, and it's going to set you up in a really solid spot when you hit AR 40 and decide to start grinding those different artifacts. However, with that said, there is one domain I would recommend if you are just hell-bent on farming domains, or maybe you just want some artifact fodder. I would recommend the Clear Pool and Mountain Cavern. This chamber just has a very good artifact selection overall. It's got the Bloodstained Chivalry set, which is very good. It gives you that 25% physical damage bonus, which is very nice. I have it on a character right now that I'm planning to do a build on. The Noblesse Oblige set, increasing that elemental burst damage. The Gambler set, increasing elemental skill damage. Just different things like this. We also have the Scholar set, also a very good set. So this domain overall is just going to give you good general artifacts. So if you are hellbent on farming some artifacts, I would recommend you do this one, as it's going to provide the most general purpose. However, don't let me tell you how to play the game. This is just kind of my experience and how I have been affected when just farming for artifacts. As I said, like, I don't think my account is broken or anything. Like, I have very good sets going on. I'm doing pretty good damage, and I can see once I start really rounding out those artifacts that I'm just gonna have an incredible team. So it's not the end of the world if you do just want to farm artifacts, but do know you will be replacing them with 5 stars in the future anyway, so you might just be better off waiting until AR 40. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I just kind of wanted to go over my artifact experience, the pros and the cons, as well as what I think you should probably do when you hit AR 35. Just saying wait to go till you hit AR 40 to start artifact farming, because by the time you do get some solid artifacts, you're probably going to be AR 40 anyway. Like, I have pretty good artifacts right now, and I pretty much just got there around AR 39, so you might just be better off waiting until AR 40, where you have the potential to get those 5-star artifacts in the future. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this was a brief one. I will be posting a little bit more than usual this week. I am planning to do a little bit of a free-to-play Primo-Gen pull on Klee, as well as some build videos this week, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and hopefully I can get Xing Kui on the Raid Up banner that comes out tomorrow and do a showcase on him. However, my name's Blossoms. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.